Eileen, I'm so happy to see you today.
It's our special day. We love it.
Yes. Oh, and this subject, woo! They need to get their fancy pens out for this one, don't you think?
They absolutely do. Glitter, glitter, glitter.
Love it.
So let's give a little history. Yeah. We thought about topics in the last few months here that we feel would be appropriate to anyone at any point in their business, right? We really have tried to create, and it could be seasonal, sometimes timely, tips for summer, who knows what we come up with. But the one we're coming up with for today is one that I always addressed and still address the minute someone wants to go into a business, especially a direct sales business or their own business where there's a specific type of thing. Let me give you an example here.
Yeah.
Let's imagine you were going to open up a furniture.
Wait, hold on. We should probably remind them what the subject is.
Oh, sure.
I forgot to announce it.
All right. Well, we want to help you learn how to get support from your family and friends for your business without feeling ever being pushy.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for reminding us. Yeah. So I think that we have to imagine you're opening a furniture store, okay, in a very nice mall somewhere. And you call your friends and you call your family and you say, I am so excited. You know, I've always loved modern furniture and I am opening up a store. Oh, wait till you see it. The prices are great. Would you be disappointed at all if your friend said, well, that's really nice. My house has, Mediterranean. My house has early American. My house has this. It wouldn't even cross your mind that they should become your customer.
Right.
What I think we want to encourage people is to find a way, whether people become your customer or not, that they feel excited for you, that they know you're passionate about why you're doing it, that they can support you by referring people. But too many people get disappointed when their friend or their family member says, I already have my skincare routine. I already use this. I don't use these. I don't want to do that.
Right.
And it also almost puts what I call the paralysis button on them.
It's yes. And they're ready to quit because their sister-in-law doesn't want to buy from them. And I'm like, what?
Yeah. So I believe as long as you provide value, everyone knows someone. Everyone knows someone who might like modern furniture.
Yes.
And they may refer them to your store.
Yes.
And I think that that's what's important. So what do you think? You've got someone who wants to be there. They give you a referral. They do share. What would you do with that person who isn't really a customer, but they do want to be a cheerleader? They want to be supported. What's something you've done?
Oh my gosh. Well, I would thank them publicly.
Good one. Thank them publicly.
Yes. And I'd probably send them a personalized gift that is not branded to my company because we already know they're not interested. So that would just be a turnoff. But I'd probably send them some treats in the mail, some brownies or something just to say thank you so much for supporting my business. Thank you for referring Mr. and Mrs. Smith to my furniture store. It was wonderful to meet them. You certainly have the best friends and I'm blessed to have you in my life. And just thank them. Because I truly am grateful. What would you do?
Well, I think what I would do is I would help them to understand that by sharing, they're helping me really convey one of my missions and passions, and that is customer service. So I would want to let them know that, one of the things that I want to reassure you, Erica, is that this referral you've given me, I'm going to be sure that they feel cared about and valued, whether they make a purchase or not, because it's more important to me right now that you feel cared about and valued and you haven't made a purchase, but I appreciate you. And I feel the same way about your friends. And why do I want to do that? I want them to know that I work from the heart.
Yes. Yeah. It's very, very important. Very important. Yeah. Because, sometimes people don't refer because they're afraid of what's going to happen and then they might look bad. Right. So,
Yeah.
so
And
reassuring is good.
yeah, and the other thing is I think we have to look for the ways that a friend and family member support us. It might not be the, purchase that they make, or maybe it's someone offers, if you have young kids, to watch the kids because the person who's your husband or your child care provider or whatever is late or something, and
Yeah.
you needed some help. So that could be, maybe your car broke down and they had to take you, or it doesn't mean that they're purchasing, but there's many things that people do to help us be able to do the business. And that reminds me of another thing.
Yeah.
I think it's important to ask them for feedback. What do you think, and ideas?
Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh my gosh. So, a simple way, actually, something I do often is a poll on Facebook. You can ask people, like, in general, then you can private message specific people or call them or text them and just, say, hey, I'm thinking about changing the name of my business to blah blah blah. What does that mean to you? I value your opinion. Or this is my new logo. What do you think? I really appreciate your input. You're so good at this. Giving them a compliment that's sincere. Don't make stuff up, of course, right?
Absolutely, you've got to be sincere. And speaking of being sincere, guess what I've done because of you?
What?
I've created a survey.
Woo!
Because I am going to write a new book. And my new book is all about feeling blessed and grateful that I can work wherever I want to. You know where I like to work.
I know where.
Yes, I like to work on the ocean, but I also like to work where my parents were when my dad was passing away, and we could be there for those last few months to help my mom and him. So I'm blessed that I didn't have to have someone say, okay, you can take off, or make me feel guilty because I wanted to. So I did a survey to ask different questions, and I've realized the input from a survey, oh my gosh, makes such a difference. And I know you love to teach surveys, so asking someone for information and how you can help others, they don't have to need your help to know others who need your help.
This is true. And one thing about the survey, I always point out, so of course anyone can write a survey, right? But a blessing method survey is based on psychology and marketing. So your questions are taking the person on a fast journey. So when they're done with the survey, they want to work with you, So I just don't want anyone to get false hope and think, well, I'm just going to go create a job form or Google form, and then they don't have triple the sales like what I teach. So there's strategy. So if you want to talk to me about that, message me and you can fill out my survey and we can chit chat. But I talked to Eileen about that, so she knew what to say.
I did. But I want you to know I carried that action out. So
I'm proud of you.
Yes. So let's just sort of end this with a couple things here I think we need to do. First of all, someone might say to you, what do you mean you're doing what? You went to school and you got your master's degree.
Oh my gosh. What? Yes.
Right. I want you to understand something. It is much better to do something that you're passionate about, that you're on a mission for to carry out, than to do something that you set out to do and you find out it's not what you want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So when someone says that to you, you know how I am with words. If you said, Erica, what do you mean you're or I say to you, what do you mean, Erica, you're so excited about these essential oils or whatever it is? I would want Erica to say to me, you know what, I am, and I can hear that you feel it might not be the best thing for me, but trust me, the best thing you can do for me is cheer me on and help me in any way you can when you hear someone who has a need. So I appreciate you caring so much and worrying about me, but I just want you to trust that I know this is perfect for me. So you don't want to make them feel bad. You want to validate that they care. And most of the times they genuinely care. They've heard of someone else having a bad experience.
Yes. Yeah. They're just they think they're protecting you. And I do want to piggyback on that is that, a lot of times, like what you started in the beginning with saying is that when people say they started a business and then they get their feelings hurt truthfully, right? Because their friend, their neighbor said, oh, I already use blah, blah, blah. And then I want you to remember something. Not everyone is your ideal client. Okay. So just because they live next door, they have blood related to you, does not mean they are obligated to purchase your product. Because number one, if they are not your ideal client, it is a pity sale. And I am not about pity sales. I'm about building a sustainable business with clients for a lifetime. So just remember that you want to only work with your ideal client, and nobody is obligated. We will teach you how to get in front of the people who are interested, right? But if they say, I'm already using such and such, there's something you could say, though. You could say, oh my gosh, I love that you're using blah, blah, blah. Would you be interested in just comparing the two for me? I'm looking for testimonials. I'd love to know. You can change it around, and then you never know. They could switch or they might not. But you're not making them feel bad, and you're not taking on that negativity of, oh, they don't want me, blah, blah, blah. No, just ask for their opinion, or just say, that's great. I'm so glad that you're using that. If you hear of anyone, blah, blah, blah. That's it.
And the other thing I would say is don't prejudge. Don't think they aren't interested. Don't think a family member isn't interested. I think it's important to share with everyone. Don't leave them out just because they're your family and a friend and you think they'll think you're pushy. Yes. In fact, I used to always teach in the beginning stages of business, it's better to ask everyone. And if you're getting the feeling it's not of interest, to say something like this. Erica, I'm getting the feeling this is not of interest to you, and it's really okay to tell me if that's the case. And a lot of times they go, oh, no, I'm just distracted right now. I'm changing the baby. If I was talking to them on the phone when I was younger and they were younger having babies. Yeah. Or they might say, oh, no, it's just I really want to do this, but it's just on my budget right now. Or sometimes they'd say, really, it isn't. And I go, thanks for being honest with me. That's so important to our relationship as friends or family. So don't hesitate to share. Just know what to say if they're not interested and feel okay.
Exactly. And I do want to say this, that the assuming, if I talk to someone, they say, oh, none of my friends are interested. I said, oh my gosh, how do you know?
That's right. They do not have the power to read minds.
Yeah. And then they say, oh, well, they're using blah, blah, blah. I said, oh my gosh, that's so great. But you don't know, to be honest. Most people don't call their friend and say, I'm really hating my skincare right now. I got wrinkles, or I really need a different oil. They're not saying that. So you don't know. So just don't judge. Don't judge. That's where the survey comes in. Let the survey do the talking. But here, sum it up. You need to talk to your ideal client. No one's obligated to buy from you. And you've got a whole bunch of people, whether you believe it or not, who are going to cheer you on or are going to refer you because they are watching you, even if you don't think so. Eileen, before we go, I have to say this. I'm amazed about the amount of people who watch my videos and never say a word. So I'm looking for curtains for my bedroom. I had 7 people texting, not even social media, links to where I could buy curtains. I'm like, I didn't even know you watched my video. Like, they didn't comment on my video. So sometimes people, they don't say it on social media, but they're watching. Okay. So they're watching you show up. So keep showing up.
I agree. That's so true. So everyone, can we give them a little challenge?
Ooh, I love when you give a challenge. Y'all better take these challenges. She's going to change your business.
Okay. I want you to think of 5 family members or friends, combination, however you choose. Okay, it doesn't matter. And I just want you to message them and thank them for being a part of your life. No business mention right now. Okay?
I love it.
No business mention. But let's just show people we care and value them, whether they're a customer or not. Mm-hmm. Thank them for something they did in the past. Thank them for having, again, I think we talked about before with another one about posts and watching them make you happy and putting smiles in your face. Let's continue this, but let's really focus on 5 friends or family. I want you to post in our comments after you've done it. And then I think, can we do something really special?
What?
I would like to create a mug with their 5 people. If they have pictures of the people, we could actually create a personalized mug and make pictures of the 5 people that they chose that are friends and family they wanted to do this with.
they can look at it every day when they have their coffee, or for me, I have my oatmeal in my mug. They can remember that they took the challenge and they didn't judge.
Yes,
And
this is one of my mugs that we created.
oh, look, you want to know what happened to my mug that we have for our thing?
We love creating mugs, don't we?
We do. And I have another one. This is my my blessing method one. I send this to the people in my group. Coaching
I love it. No, I just love it.
Well, I want to say something. If they took last week's challenge for the 5, and then you take this week, do you guys realize we kind of snuck it in there? That's 10 people that you reconnected with. And when Eileen and I reconnected, look what happened. Okay. So your Eileen and your Erica are in there. Okay. So don't skip these challenges.
And how did it happen? Because we genuinely care about each other.
Yeah.
So when I was talking to you, I didn't hesitate, because you're a friend or a family member, to share about that thing that creates mugs and cards and unlimited postcards, because I knew you had a business and what a difference it could make, and how you teach the blessing method and how you want people to feel cared and valued. I immediately thought I would share with you.
I'm so grateful every day.
Yeah.
And my bank account is grateful.
Good. You have increased your sales because of that.
Oh, yeah. 50%, 50% with just the birthdays because of that. So, yes.
So a reconnection leads to the next question. Okay. A reconnection leads to the next question. And that would be, so Erica, tell me what's keeping you busy these days.
There you go.
And then, of course, I'm going to share what's keeping me busy. I won't be disappointed if they're not interested, but they may know someone who is. And either way, my goal was to make them feel cared about and valued.
Got it.
All right, everybody. We want to see those comments.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. We've got to see them. Take us up on these challenges. Okay. We're not asking you to sell anything. We're asking you to reconnect. And we know that everyone who's in our space has a big heart. And sometimes just having those simple words to say to someone and the action steps can make a world of a difference. So one step at a time. Okay. All right. We'll see them next time.
Yeah. Bye, everybody.
Bye.